It's been a hot minute, guys. A lot has happened. I haven't uploaded in a while because my life has been crazy this past month. I think by the time that this video uploads, it will be a month since I last posted. So about 3 weeks ago now, I did a dopamine detox, which I did film some stuff for, but about halfway through, I forgot to film everything. I still did the dopamine detox, but I just basically cut off all technology. I didn't go on my phone, I didn't go on my iPad, I didn't watch TV, I didn't do any of that. And I just didn't film any of it. So I just gave up with that. And then the week after that, I went on holiday to Mallorca. And then the week I got back from my holiday, it was just crazy with work. So this whole video is basically just me giving you a whole catch up because a lot has happened and you can see it in my face because I look f***ing exhausted. Like the other day, I was in my bed and you know, like you see a filter on TikTok and you just want to like quickly try it. I think it was like one of those which was like rate Harry Potter characters, and I was just in bed, I had just woken up and I was like, oh, I just want to quickly rate it. Did it. My eyes were so sunken, like you could literally see my whole eye socket. I literally looked like I was dying. It was so bad. Anyway, I'm just exhausted, but I'm just gonna try and catch you up the best I can with the limited footage I have. Recently I really enjoy like just sitting on the floor, getting my thoughts and feelings out. I don't know. Anyway, I was away in Mallorca and it was great. Well, hello. This is quite a strange angle that you're in. You're currently on a stool on my desk. I'm going on holiday tomorrow, but basically I have to leave tonight at 1 AM because the flight is at 7:30 and it's in Bristol, which is about 3 hours away. You know, got to give myself enough time because I don't want to miss it, because if I do, that would actually probably be my biggest mental breakdown this month. Anyway, I thought I would show you how I pack for a holiday. So we're just gonna go through this process. So that's the clothes packed. Now I'm going to pack kind of everything else. Okay, so I have finished packing the main bag. So this is like my carry-on luggage. I've got the large cabin bag. I did measure it and it literally just fits the measurements. So it's all done. So clothes, toiletries, the snorkeling mask, hats, and some sunglasses, sandals, all underwear stuff and bikinis are here. So that's this bag done. And with the front pockets, I packed like my electronics. Oh, and also microfiber towel. Got kind of adapters. You always need adapters when going in Europe. Bringing my little portable camera with me, the camera charger, and that's everything that goes in my carry-on. So now I just need to pack like a little rucksack which is going to have all the stuff that I'm actually going to be needing more often. So basically I kind of went there for 7 days, but it was more like a 5-day trip because the first and last day was kind of spent more travelling. So the first day, obviously, I had to drive up to Bristol. This is the first holiday I've solely organised because I went there with my boyfriend and it's basically our first trip away. It's the first trip I'm not going with like a parent or someone. It was just me and my boyfriend, which was like stress. I was scared to be honest. I drove the whole way to Bristol, which took just under 4 hours because we did stop like halfway in Exeter. Got to Bristol about 5 AM and then we parked up the car, then got a shuttle to the airport, went through all the airport, no issues, no problems at security, and it was also the first time I'd gone on a plane where it wasn't delayed. Every single time I've travelled in the past, it's always been delayed by a few hours. So this was the first time I actually got on a plane and it was like on time and went and no issues. Then we got to Mallorca, then we got like a shuttle to pick up like a rent-a-car. When I booked this rent-a-car, I had booked to get a Fiat 500, like my current car. And when I got there, they gave me like a, what was it? A Dacia Stepway or one of those. This huge car that was like very fancy and very big, bigger than I'm used to driving. I've only ever driven my Fiat, which is a tiny car. So going from just driving a tiny car to this massive car was a bit like scary. But because it had loads of like sensors all over it, I was fine. But obviously the first day of driving, I did panic and I did pull over and like nearly had a meltdown. It was just stress. But anyway, we got over that. Second day, it was quite sunny, so we decided to go to Mondrago Natural Park, and I actually saw a wild tortoise on the way, which was pretty cool. It's the first time I've seen like a tortoise in the wild, and we pretty much spent the whole day until about 2, 3 at this beach. Afterwards we went to the town of Calador where we ended up having some dinner. The third day we went to Santanyí because Santanyí is quite famous for having this market every Wednesday and Saturday, and because it was Wednesday we were like, let's go to the market. I did get a few bits. I bought a lovely necklace, a vase for my mum, and I also bought a fridge magnet for myself. After the market, we were planning on going to Santanyí Beach, but the weather kind of went really, really cloudy, so we decided not to do that. That was so loud. Okay, anyway. Eventually we went to Porto Colom because we were aiming to hang out at the beach there. But when we arrived it started raining, so we were just like, well, that's great. So we ended up getting dinner there in like a little restaurant. Then day 4 came around. So on day 4 we kind of had a bit of a late morning. We basically just chilled in our hotel room all morning. We also hung out at the pool. They've got a pool there, so we did hang out there for a while. And then in the afternoon we had booked to go to see the caves of Drac. And the caves were beautiful, they were stunning. after we saw the caves, we decided to head to Manacor because we were kind of stumped on what to do. And we got there and it was dead. Absolutely dead. Everywhere was closed. I saw about 5 people. Then I realised, I looked at the time and it was like 3 p.m. As part of common culture in Spain, lots of places close for siesta because it's basically like too hot in the day to keep shops open. We didn't really want to stay around to wait for that long, so we decided to just head back home. Day 5 came around, so we woke up to a very cold and gloomy morning. Unfortunately for a lot of this holiday, the weather was really it was mainly cloudy the whole time. We probably had 2 days of sun. The hotel we were staying at is also like a horse riding school, and I think a lot of people stay there specifically to learn how to horse ride. So we were like, it, let's go on like a horse trail. And so at like 2 p.m. we went on this horse trail. The skies had opened up, there was no more clouds, and it was really sunny and really lovely. The actual like experience, like horse riding across these beautiful landscapes, was amazing. But I was given a difficult horse and my thighs were on fire. After the horse riding, as the skies had cleared up, we decided to go over to Cala Santanyí, which was the beach in Santanyí. We chilled on the beach for a little bit. We were there for about an hour or so. Got a little bit hungry, so we decided to eat there as well at this nice restaurant. The service wasn't great, but the food was amazing. So then the 6th day. So the 6th day was basically the last full day we had in Spain. That day it was actually sunny, so we were like, right, we've got to make the most of this sun and get out to the beach. So we actually went back to Mondrago Natural Park, but we went to the other beach, the larger beach, because we were like, well, we got to experience both beaches and see which one's our favourite. We got there pretty early, so we got like a really good spot on the beach, like right on the sea. We literally spent the whole day there up until about 3-4 p.m. Also, what was really useful was that there was like a little shack selling like food and drink, ice cream, chips, all of that, and it was like a really good last day. And then the 7th day was basically a full day of traveling. We woke up at around 6, packed up our stuff, and then headed to drop off the car back at the rental place, then went over to the airport. What was really cool about the flight on the way back is that we were sat right at the front in row 1. We had more like leg room, which was quite nice. Then we arrived back in Bristol. And what was really weird is that when we arrived in Bristol, it was actually hotter in Bristol than it was in Mallorca. So when we left Mallorca, it was 20 degrees. And when we got to Bristol, it was 25 degrees. And then we picked up my car and then drove all the way back to Cornwall. And it was so hot in that car. I don't have air conditioning in my car because I live in Cornwall, I don't ever need air conditioning. But then we got home and I basically just passed out on my bed and I don't really remember what happened. So yeah, that was Mallorca. But yeah, overall I rate the holiday a 6.5 out of 10. I know that's really harsh, but I feel like I could have done so much more while I was there. And then when I got back from holiday, it was just chaos at work.